Greetings, and salutations. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to another live installment. Hope all is well. On this live, I wanted to talk about a Coach Prime get some pushback. And I just saw this article here and I just want to address it. It says Deion Sanders draws flack online after DJ Lundy commits to Colorado. And here's a quote: dude going from an elite program to a program with no culture and a demigod coach. Now a fan said that. And also this article here says the Colorado athletic director Rick George and Coach Prime have different portal philosophies. So I want to talk about that and why it's not a bad thing to have different portal philosophies. It's just that building a team, right? When you build a team, like when Coach Prime came into the Colorado program, he had a couple of options. Um, do he wait 3 or 4 years to build this team up? Or do he start taking drastic approaches and start building his team immediately? Instead of going the 5 year duration, he's probably cutting that in half to like 3 years. And and I'm starting to see that competing at this level, the Power Five level, there's a lot of things that you need in place to compete with a lot of the major teams in the NCAA that's considered Power Five. You need a quarterback. You need an offensive line that's capable of protecting the quarterback in the run game. You also need a defensive line, and you also have to be able to stop the run. And your secondary has to be up to par as well. So there's a lot of things that you need. And I look back at some of the coaches that, took over programs and brought some players in. I look at Lincoln Riley at USC. I even look at the coach at Oregon when he came in. Neither one of those two coaches inherited a 1-11 team. They already had what we call dogs in place already. So it was a lot easier for them to, hit the ground running, so to speak. But when I look back at Coach Prime, he had a lot of work to do. He had a lot of work to do the first year. And even though like this offseason, he still have a lot of work to do. He want to bring in some more pieces to the puzzle. And he also said that he's still looking for some more dogs. I get now. I'm starting to think about. I get where he's coming from, where he say that he's looking for more dogs. My thing is he already got dogs in house, but when I look at the roster, he had like 7 defensive linemen that's still there. That's not enough, to compete at this level. 7 is not enough. That's barely enough. But if someone gets hurt, then what? If someone needs to sub out, then what? So he had to bring in some defensive linemen. And part of that attraction is that, he said Warren Sapp is coming. That's attractive for a lot of the top players. So to play for somebody like Warren Sapp, because he excelled at that level, at that position. So you would love to like work with somebody that maybe can give you some pointers and stuff that'll take you to the next level. But he still need to get some more people on the defensive line just to add depth. And that's what he's working on right now, even though the portal is getting ready to close. But there's still people in the portal, that's available. And there's going to be probably some people come in the portal that he will be able to pick up. So DJ Lundy was actually a really good pickup. He's really good from the research I'm doing. And, to be fair, I didn't get a chance to watch his play this year. I was focused on Colorado, but from my understanding, he's really good at stopping the run at that linebacker position. He always get into the right place at the right time, and he has a very good instinct and knack for the ball at his position. So I didn't know that. I had to go do some research on him to find that out. This is a really good pickup. In fact, it's such a really good pickup that the Florida State fans are giving Coach Prime the business. They did not want DJ Lundy to come to Colorado. Because if he had stayed at Florida State, for sure he would be the premier linebacker next year. For sure. And he built himself up. You know, he built himself up through the years to reach that position. So now we're getting him. He could possibly be one and done, even though I think he has another year of eligibility left. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. But we're getting a really good linebacker. And so I'm like, okay, that's a pretty good pickup then. So it says here, Coach Prime is receiving some flack online after DJ Lundy commits to Colorado. Somebody said, dude is going from an elite program to a program with no culture and a demigod coach. Linebacker DJ Lundy said he has committed to playing in Boulder next season. According to Pro Football Focus, Lundy was first in linebackers for his run defense this season. He entered the transfer portal last week and now has committed to being a part of the Buffalo's next class. Lundy's 91.3 run D. This is pretty good. Lundy's 91.3 run defense grade was first among linebackers this season. Did y'all hear that? This was a better pickup than I thought it was. I'm like, wait a minute. And I understand why DJ Lundy want to come there. All eyes are on Colorado, and he figured, you know what? Since all eyes are on them, I already know some of my buddies that are already there, or some that did play there, you know. And then, you know, they told him about what's going on. So he already know what he's coming into because his buddies already told him what's going on. He already got buddies that's playing there from Florida State. You know, the cornerback is there. He know him. Travis J is there. Derek McClendon is leaving, but you know he knows him. So you know they told him everything that he needed to know, and he's still coming. So there's something attractive about this situation that's attracted him there. Now, you know, some people are going to say that there was a one article that said Coach Prime is luring these players there. He's luring them there. And then, you know, they're low key saying that he's paying them when all these other programs are doing the same thing. They're doing the same thing. But this was a really good pickup because he has experience and he's solid and he's peaking at the right time. And again, this stat here is pretty impressive. He has a 91.3 run defensive grade, first among linebackers this season. Then they said it's great news for the Colorado Buffaloes, but college football world isn't impressed. Coach Prime faced flack from the fans after the move was made public. Now, when they say that the football world isn't impressed, that's not true. That half the football world doesn't care. They're talking about some sore Florida State fans. That's what they're talking about. This guy said, dude, like I said, dude going from an elite culture and program to a program with no culture and a demigod as a coach. He said, I'm sure he won't regret his decision. Well, that don't make sense. He said, I'm sure he won't regret his decision, or he will regret his decision. So that comment didn't make sense. Then somebody said, haha, he must be getting some big money to play for that sad team. Then somebody else said, it's crazy NIL money will pay more than rookie in the NFL. In some instances, that's true. Because Shador and a few others, they're probably making more than some players in the NFL right now. So in some cases, it's true. Especially, they said this season, Shador is set to make even more money. So yeah, he is making more than some professional football players. So you know how people just want to. These are the Florida State fans that saying this. If somebody said here, Dion is getting FSU's leftovers. It's not true, because if he stayed, he'll be starting. Um, and somebody said, "Good luck, young man." One Florida State fan. Then somebody called him a quitter. So Lundy registered 17 solo tackles in 2023 for Florida State. Interception, and intercepted one pass. The star linebacker also has 2 sacks as the Seminoles went undefeated and won the ACC championship. So he was a part of that. So he will be able to replicate the form for the Buffaloes in his senior season. I think he might have to. Maybe this is last year. I'm not sure. But you know, it's going to be some people that don't like it. But when they say the football world is giving them flack, it's not true. Most people don't care. They just use some of the fans' comments to say that the football world is giving them flack. That they're not giving them flack. The football world, that people that know football know he got to do what he got to do. He's trying to win football games here. So that means he said he needed to go get a linebacker, right? He meant that he had to go get a linebacker, and he seemed like he has this pipeline to Florida State now. That's what it seems like. So you know the players talk. So Lundy liked what he was hearing from his players that are from his former teammates that's already in Colorado. Apparently, he liked what he heard because he's coming. Now, how much was that costing for him to come? I don't know. They don't talk about price, how much it costs for him to come, but they definitely, he said he needed a linebacker and he wants to stop that run. And he was able to stop the run at Jackson State. And the reason why he was able to stop that run, because he had a hell of a linebacker there. He had 2 hell of a good linebackers there, and he had a hell of a defensive line too. And he also had people on that defensive line that can go quarterback hunting. So that's what he's looking for. So he got to get those pieces in place and build what he already has in house. So and that's what it got to be. If he don't get bowl eligible next season, that's a fail. 100%. It's a 100% fail. And that he can't do that. He has to get bowl eligible and win as many games as possible. So I think that is the goal here. And he's almost there, because if you look at last season, while they lost, they didn't have an offensive line and they still were close in some games. Imagine if they had an offensive line. So you got to look at it like that. And I think he said he wants he needs some more pass rushers. I get what he's saying there, because he won them on both sides, both pass rush. So we'll see, because once the playoffs is over, there more than likely will be some stars entering that portal looking for a payday. You already know it. So there's going to be some there. Just don't know who yet, that is looking for a payday. And they just might get it. So we'll see. Other teams are looking for the same thing. So, but yeah, man. Now there's another article here. I didn't think I was gonna address this. It said Colorado's athletic director and Coach Prime have different portal philosophies. You see how they're doing, right? This is coming from Mike Farrell Sports. They have different philosophies. University of Colorado athletic director Rick George is not putting his money where his mouth is. He is also not supporting Deion Sanders' blueprint on how to develop a winner at Boulder. George has gone on the record in saying that signing transfer portal candidates is not in the best interest of the student athletes, as transferring universities could prevent one from graduating either on time, if at all. Let me stop right there. People that's getting in the transfer portal, that's not going to prevent them from graduating. Maybe graduating on time, that's a different thing. Barring that, as long as these universities set mostly of all your credits, you should be good to go. I don't know if you're taking a BS, what do you call it? A major. If you're taking some major that these other universities that are high on academic standards, they don't have it, then that might be a problem. But I don't see it being a problem for some of these people not graduating on time. A lot of the people that he had come over in the transfer portal are already graduate students. They already graduated. Most of them already graduated. Tyler Brown is getting ready to graduate. If he hadn't graduated already. I think he said he's due to graduate in January. Most of these kids are graduating. So I don't see that being a problem. As far as the like DJ Lundy coming over. I believe he graduated. I believe so. I believe I looked on his let me check again. I believe I looked on his Instagram. I believe he was in a cap and gown. I could be wrong, or maybe I got him mixed up with somebody else. Let me see. Let me look at his Instagram. Hold on one second. No, I had him mixed up. Let me see. No, not him. It was somebody else that it was some no, I'm right. Yes, I'm right. It's right here. I'm right. I knew I was right. Hold on. Let me see. When was this? December 16th? Bag secured. He graduated. He's bringing people over that graduated already. So he's already got his undergrad. DJ Lundy, that's him right there. I was like, wait a minute. I knew I saw him in a cap and gown. Most of these players are graduating. These players are not crazy no more. They know what time it is. A friend of mine's son, he's being recruited and to play football and stuff. But by the time he get to his university, he's going to be a junior because he's taking college credits in high school. So when he get to whatever university is, academically, he's a junior. He'll be getting into his major. And but sports wise, he's a freshman. And so he'll be a graduate student the next couple years, just like that. A lot of them doing that. And it's easier with technology now. So yeah, like I said, a lot of these players, there's a few players on an offensive line that has been acquired. They got their undergrads already. So that's not a problem. Maybe for some, but for the majority that I see, there is a trend here with the people that he's picking up. A lot of them is graduating. He graduated a lot of people at Jackson State. A lot of them graduated before they went on to these Power 5 programs, or they're close to graduating. So that shouldn't be a problem now. Now, when he said he's not putting his money where his mouth is, now they're going to have to put their money where their mouth is eventually to get some of these players. Now, let me tell you something. In the transfer portal, we'll just open up the transfer portal and I'll show you. Let's see which transfer portal I'm going to look at. Let's look at On3. Okay, let's look at On3 for a second. Let's go to the top. Let's filter it by top players. You see this kid right here, Evan Stewart? Some people said, Max, we ain't going after a wide receiver. Why not? He got 5 stars all across the board. You might as well pick him up. He's a sophomore. That means he can play 2 more years. He's a sophomore. He got 5 stars all across the board. You got to pick him up. Even if you don't need a wide receiver, I'm still trying to get him. But it's going to cost. Look at his NIL evaluation, 1.4 million. This kid going to cost. Okay. Now, to date, we have not acquired anybody. You see right here in this rankings. Now, actually, Walter Nolan is number 1. We know he's going to Ole Miss, but his teammate is at Texas A&M. He's number 2. He got 5 stars, just like Walter Nolan, all across the board. So that means he is proven to be a dog. You got to go for him, even if you don't need it. You got to have him on the team. Obviously, we're not getting Cam Ward, but you see right here these rankings. Let's go all the way down to 50. Wait a minute, hold up. That's a running back right there. I didn't see him before. When did he enter the portal? That's why I didn't see him. He entered the portal today. That's why I didn't see him. He looked familiar. I mean, he looked different. I didn't see him in the portal. So he entered the portal today out of Toledo. And he has an 89.07 rating, 92.91. He has 4 stars across the board. Oh, yeah, I'd be going after him too. Don't even need actually, they don't need a running back. So, yeah, that don't count. So let's see. See this? You're going all the way down. Wait a minute. He's a cornerback. Then Coach Prime said he need another cornerback. There he is right here. Damani Jackson from Southern Cal, from USC. There he is. He's available. But he's going to cost a little bit. But he's available. He's in the top 50. All right, so look. You're going down to 50. We didn't acquire any players in the top 50. None. Because a lot of these players are going to cost. They're going to cost. But if you load it, he did acquire some players in the top 100. As you see right here. Quincy Wiggins, he's there. You just keep going down. See? Tyler Johnson, he's in the top 100. He's at number 6. He's ranked number 65. Where's the others? Okay. Preston Hodge, he's ranked 79. Got some players in the top 100. Justin Mayers, he's ranked number 93. In his position, he's ranked 81, I believe. But he's ranked 93 in the transfer portal. University of Texas, El Paso. So did acquire some people, right? But go back up here. Let's look at the top 10. Didn't get anybody in the top 10. Reason being is because these dogs cost. They cost. And most of them are quarterbacks. So you didn't need those type of quarterbacks. Why? Because they looking to start. So obviously not this year. So he's not looking for these caliber because they're looking to start right now. This guy here from Oklahoma, his valuation is 1.2 million. He's on his way to Oregon. So Oregon got a bag somewhere. Look at this. They even picked up the kid from UCLA, Dante Moore, quarterback, and picked up another quarterback. Look at their NIL evaluation. Dante Moore is 1.1 million and Dylan Gabriel is 1.2 million. Oregon picked both of them up. Oregon got a bag, yo. They got a major bag over there. They got a bag over there. Yes, they do. They got a bag. Now look at this edge right here. Couldn't get him. He's an edge. He's ranked number 12 from Georgia. He's going to Florida State. See how competitive it is to get these players? It's competitive, man. But yeah, Oregon, they got some type of bag over there. Look at that. They got Dante Moore. We played against them this year. Dante Moore and Dylan Gabriel, even though Dante didn't play in that game. But we did play UCLA. They got 2 quarterbacks. Look at that. Since Bo Nix is leaving, they got to get a replacement for Bo Nix. And they paid for it. So that you got to put your money where your mouth is. That's my whole point. You got to put your money where your mouth is. You have to. That's just the way the nature of college football now. You have to put your money where your mouth is. You have to. You have to, or you're going to pass up these proven stars. Now you can go out there and get some freshmen because see, this is where it's going to knock the high schoolers. Because in the portal, a lot of schools are going to spend their resources in getting proven starters already, as opposed to giving all that money to the high school player that hasn't proven himself yet. So they're going to hurt a little bit as the years go on because this money is only going to increase. So that's what we have right here. You said we need some D linemen. The D linemen are coming. Like I said, there's going to be more people into that transfer portal, and also you got the JUCO, and I'm sure they probably in talks with people right now as far as that defensive line, so they should get some more. They do actually need some more because for the depth and stuff, they do need some more. You said Max, Oregon has that Nike bag. Yeah, we saw Phil Knight talk to Coach Prime before the game. Yeah, we saw him. And I saw how that stadium and the facilities look. Yeah, man. And I like their uniform, though. I do like their uniform colorways each year. All the teams. All the teams got dope uniforms at Oregon. You said why Florida State going undefeated? No love? No, the fans at Florida State that wasn't happy with DJ Lundy leaving. They weren't happy about it. You said they spoke about paying an NIL in a new Prime episode. I got to take a look at it. I didn't get a chance to see it yet. Yeah, D squared. They're not going to pay the high schoolers. They spending all their resources on the proven stars already, and then they'll the high schools get the rest. You said, do you really think David Connor is like that? He seems slow to me. He didn't get a chance to play this year. You didn't. You might be talking about somebody else. Now, DJ Connor didn't play. I mean, David Connor didn't play this year. He got hurt. So I don't think you could have. He barely practiced. I don't think you seen David Connor. But he has a lot of years of eligibility left. So I mean, if he was good enough to get picked up at Florida, he got to have some type of skill somewhere. If he was good enough to for them to recruit him, I look at it like that too. If he's good enough for them to recruit him, then it's got to be something with him. But yeah, Connor didn't play this year. We didn't get a chance to see him play to say that he's slow. But he's still there though, so we're definitely going to see him. He's still there. Corey Phillips wasn't playing in that new episode. Everything he was saying was directed to the Sean Lewis and that O line. You seen his Florida State practice tape? Well, some players need a little bit of time to develop. How you think Notre Dame's line got so good? They developed them. They didn't just go get some dogs out of the portal. Nah, they developed them. And Notre Dame offensive line, they're not going in the portal. You barely. You might have some that might go in the portal, but for the most part, their bona fide stars are not going into the portal. Most of these freshmen do ride the pine. Look at Alabama. Look at all them 5 stars they got on the bench. You said who had you shook, T. Nicole? I have to go watch it now. You said who was that had you, Coach Prime? You said you can't even watch the episode because you know the outcome already. Yeah, some people need a little bit of time to develop. It's very rare to have a freshman come on like a Caleb Downs from Georgia to start right away, or Caden Proctor on the offensive line at Georgia. Alabama to start right away. Or the Georgia's tight end. What's his name? Brock. He started right away because he was just like that. He started right away. They were already talking NFL after his freshman season. They were talking, oh, he going to the NFL. He will be the top tight end taken in the NFL. They said this after his freshman campaign. Brock from Georgia, the tight end. They not lying because he good, man. They not lying. They not lying. He really is good. Since you got some players that's just fucking exceptional. They ready now. They ready straight off the cheese bus. They ready. I believe we had that in Jordan Seaton. I believe he's ready. And I went back and that first video he put on his Instagram. It was just a little 10-minute video of him working out. You can see how dedicated he was. In his mind, he had a plan. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to work out. I'm going to get bigger. I'm going to shed some of this weight. And I'm going to be ready. Some people just have it. Yeah, Brock Bowers. Right, he'll be the first tight end taken. And yes, he's definitely in the top 10. Yeah, Jordan Seaton, he looked like he just ready to go. And you could see how he transformed his body from a couple years ago. Because he was he was kind of pudgy. He's not like that no more. He transformed himself. And you see him in the gym just working out. That might have been his little brother, but he was just working out. You can just tell, you can see the dedication in him. He knew exactly where he needed to go. So them players is rare. Them players are rare. The players that just ready to start right away, like a Caleb Downs, like they already talking Caleb Downs going to the NFL after this year. I mean, after a certain year, his junior year. A freshman coming in Alabama, and they said he's starting immediately. That's what coach said. He said he's starting immediately. He said, I cannot keep this kid on the bench. We need him. Well, coach, he's a freshman. I don't give a damn what he is. He don't play like one. He played like he in the NFL already. They had to start him. Them players they're so good you can't deny them. They rare, man. They rare. You said Notre Dame got a big bag from their alumni supports. Yeah, I believe they do. Why do they be sending these people my way, man? Hold on. They be just sending these people my way for some reason. Let me get them up out of here. I feel like they be sending bots my way sometime to try to throw me off. Now, I ain't just talking. I said everything that's legit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking. I know what I'm talking about. I've been watching this game a very long time. I know the trends and I know what I'm talking about, yo. Ain't nobody can convince me otherwise. Period. Nope. I know what I'm talking about. When I say he got dogs in house already, I know what I'm talking about. And we got to keep them dogs in house. Because if we don't keep them in house, it's going to be a problem this season. I know what I'm talking about. Period. That's it. And when I say that they better not be one-dimensional, or we're going to have a season like last year, I meant that. If they come out and they want to have an air assault and be one-dimensional, they're not going to be bowl eligible. Period. I won't even bet on them. They will not be bowl eligible. Because I'm going to tell you what they do. It doesn't matter if he got a good offensive line. they are going to throw the whole goddamn house at him and make sure he gets sacked. That's what will happen. And I know what I'm talking about. Okay? I know. So stop sending these bots my way. Okay? I know what I'm talking about. I can tell you right today is December 27th. We're almost close to New Year's. If they one-dimensional and they focus this offense on Shador and Travis, they are going to lose. Period. They're going to lose. Okay? If they just focus on Shador passing and Travis and not get everybody else involved and not have a running game, they are going to lose. I'm telling you this. They have to be multidimensional here. He won't win at this level. He will not win. He will not win. It don't matter what personnel you have. If you're one-dimensional, that these teams out here and these coaches, they're very these players out here now, they study a lot of film. And all they got to do is put some blitz packages together and you're going to lose. I'm just telling you. And nobody else ain't going to tell you this. Because see, it's all about telling the team what they want to hear. I'm not like that. I'm here to tell you on December 27th, if you guys focus that offense on Shador and Travis, their draft stock going down. Because somebody going to get hurt. Number one, y'all going to lose. Draft stock goes down. Y'all got to be multidimensional. I know what I'm talking about. Okay? So stop sending these bots my way. I know. Trust me. If you ain't got a balanced attack, shit's going to be whack. I'm telling you, man. Ain't nobody going to win no Heisman. Nobody. Okay? If you can't have a balanced attack and get them running backs in the game. You got McCaskill. You got Dylan Edwards, Savion Wilkerson, Charlie Orfendahl. You got enough to run this ball. I'm telling you right now, they're going to have an air attack. If they have an air attack, they're going to start throwing blitz packages at them. They're going to do it. I'm telling you right now, they're going to do it. And we're going to be back to square one. It don't matter what offensive line you got. All these teams out here with these great offensive lines, they got a running game to what do you call it? To mix it up. They can mix it up at will. They can mix this thing up. But if they got a balanced attack, we got enough pieces to get bowl eligible. Enough pieces in the house right now. There's no reason why they should not be bowl eligible with Alton McCaskill. There's no reason. With that offensive line and Alton McCaskill, he should repeat his freshman year campaign because he already wants to be one and done. He will be one and done if they have a balanced attack. Alton should not be playing his senior year. He should be going to the NFL. Okay? If they try to, like I said, if they try to feature this on an air attack, y'all going to be like, man, you were right because I know what I'm talking about. So, but I think it'll be more of like a pro style balanced attack. I think that's what we're going to see because they did it at Jackson State. They have a hell of a balanced attack at Jackson State. They just came up short in the bowl game, but they had a hell of a balanced attack. And they had a hell of a defense too. But the balanced attack there, because they used Wilkerson a lot. You know, he was able to run, and they used I forget the other running back. They usually utilize all their tight ends. So that's what this season should look like if they have a balanced attack. You should see Shador spreading the ball around. It's going to look like an NFL type of offense. They should be running a pro style type of offense because they got the players to do it. They have a plethora of wide receivers. There shouldn't be no reason why they shouldn't have a balanced attack. Not with these offensive linemen they got. They got the offensive linemen to do it. I'm telling you, nobody wants. I'll be the one to say it. It don't matter if it's second year, love. If they don't have a balanced attack, it's gonna be like their first year. It's just that's just how this level is. It's how the level of play is. The defensive linemen are fast as fuck at this level. They're fast and they're big. And I noticed, I'm like, you know what? To beat them, to counteract that, you got to run that ball sometime. You got to. And that'll keep things honest. You got to keep the defense on their toes and run that clock. They should be fine. I mean, they've done it before. So they definitely, I see them doing that this year. If they do it, bowl eligible is of course they're going to be bowl eligible. 6 game is easy, even though this schedule is pretty decent though. There's some of these games not going to be a walk in the park. It should be close, but they should be able to pull it out. Actually, the majority of the games they should be able to pull out with no problem, even though they're going to get some work in some of these games. But like I said, they got DJ Lundy coming now. This man could stop the run. Now, then you know what it's going to be up to now? It's going to be up to the coaches to make sure they're utilizing them properly. It's going to be up to the coaches. I don't worry. I'll get on the coaches during the season if they messing up. I'll be the one to do it. I'll be the one to do it, man. I'll be the one. But yeah, it should be on the coaches this year because they got the players now. So yeah. So they shouldn't have no problems. I ain't worried about Sapp. He's done this at the highest level now, that defensive line. I think he'll have them ready to go. So yeah, man, they should be. I think they're trying to get in the playoffs. Since it's going to be 12 teams, I think they're eyeing that playoffs. They want to get in the playoffs. And that'll be a hell of a good look for the second year to get in the playoffs. You said 6 games is not going to be easy in the Big 12. I know the schedule is not. It's not a walk in the park schedule. It's not, especially that first game. That first game not a walk in the park either. Even though I said it at first, I said no, that game gonna be a walk in the park. After I went and did some research on that team, they're not gonna be a walk in the park. And most of these teams gonna play it's like it's their bowl game, just like the first year. It's gonna be emotional. You know that Colorado State game is gonna get disrespectful. But the only difference is now we got some offensive and defensive linemen ain't playing that. Okay, so that should be neutralized. But that's going to be an emotional game, and it's an away game. So that should be interesting. But yeah, I see them winning that. I see them winning that game. And you know Nebraska going to try to come bring it again. So you see a 10-2 season. That's a good season right there. 10-2 or 11-1. Oh man, that's play. Let me see. 11. Can they get in the playoffs at 11-1? Let me think. That means they would have had to at least lost a game in their conference. They're gonna favor the ACC, the SEC teams first. I don't know. That'll be close to getting in. That'll be close. I know North Dakota. I know. I did some research on them. So that game shouldn't be a walk in the park, but it's a manageable game to win, though. You said it's sad to say you thinking negative, dude. You see how they sending them my way? They sending them my way, yo. And y'all know I'm not being negative. You see how they send it? You see how they sending these people my way? Man, come on, man. I'm not being negative. I gotta ban you. And I don't like banning people. You know what I'm saying? I really don't, but they keep sending these people my way. You know I didn't, y'all know I wasn't negative, man. I'm being real. I said if they don't have a let me repeat again. Okay, since he was on the short bus. If they don't have a balanced attack, we're gonna have the same season. We're gonna repeat season 1. Period. That's what I'm saying to you. That's not being negative. I'm being real. At this stage of the game, you need a balanced attack. Okay. You need a balanced attack. And that's just what it is at this level. That's what all the great teams have. They have a running back. They do. So that's just what it is. You said, no, you're not being negative. You're just right. But they send these people just to yeah. You said, hell yeah, it's a 12-team playoff. You think they could get in the playoffs with just one loss? Or are they going to favor the SEC like they did Florida State? They messed up Florida State. That was messed up what they did to Florida State. That was messed up. But if we go 11-1, that's not a bad season. 11-1? 11-1 is not bad. If they go 11-1, somebody he is in contention. Somebody will be in contention for the Heisman. Just don't know who it's going to be. Will it be Travis or would it be Shador? Somebody's going to be in contention for it. If they have 11-1 record, 11-1 record is really impressive for the second year. Yeah, that's really impressive. And going out, their draft stock should be pretty high at that point. Even though Shador is projected to go top 5 his senior season anyway. Regardless, he's projected to go top 5. So yeah, that's good, man. You said should have hired the man FSU. FSU did good this year though. You know, they had a really good season, man. They just got robbed. You know, they did. They got robbed, man. They got robbed so bad they're suing. They got robbed so bad. There's no reason why they shouldn't be in the playoffs. Still, that's messed up. There ain't no way. They need to be suing. Yeah, that would have been crazy if they hired Prime. Then we'd be talking about Florida State right now, love. We'll be talking about Florida State. But I'm getting on this record again, 11-1. That's doable. That's doable. I know what's her name came on the panel. What was it? No, the night before last. And she gave them 4 victories. I said, 4 victories. That's all she gave them. She said maybe 5. And I'm like, there's no way if they have a balanced attack and everything is running like how they did at Jackson State, Shador last year there. That's more than 5 games. More than 6 games. I would say at the very least 9-3. At the very least. But 11-1 seems doable. Seems very doable. Nah, man, that 4-5. I don't know what. Not with this type of offensive line they got. That's all they needed last year. I believe that they had this offensive line the first season, they would have did better. They would have did better. But you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I'm talking about Sam when Sam came up. You think Sam is a troll? I don't think Sam a troll. Um, yeah, Sam. So y'all remember, huh? Y'all got some good memory. Sam said it. I don't think Sam a troll. Sam, are you here? Are you a troll, Sam? I feel like Sam is around somewhere. Sam, are you a troll? You said she doing reverse psychology. Yeah, she said 4 wins. I said, wait a minute. Wait. Sam, you know we acquired an offensive line, right? She said, I know that. I said, but 4 wins? You know we got Alton McCaskill and other running backs, right? Okay. You know we got a plethora of wide receivers, right? 4 wins? And you know what she said? Hey, Firefly, you know what she said? It's the coaches she worried about. That's what she said. She said the coaches don't know what they're doing. And then I'm like, the coaches don't know what they're doing. Nah, that's what she said. Yeah, she did say she just now getting the football this year. She did. She did say that here too. This is her first year. Sam ears probably ringing. Yeah, you said she went from 4 to 8. She didn't go to 8 wins. She didn't go to. That's what you say too, love, about Black. Black sound like a troll. Black always come up with these different do you see the avatar he had yesterday? I was like, Black, come on, man. What are you doing, Black? Black don't have no chill, yo. He don't. And he don't care. He just one of them OGs that just don't give a damn, yo. He don't give a damn what you think about him. It just he is who he is, man. And I said, dude, you got Tracy's avatar. He said, yeah, that's right. I got her avatar. I wanted to put it up there. I said, okay, Black. You said I had PTSD from the stand. You do. I don't even talk about the Stanford game. You know why? Because people bring that up to me when they ready to dig into me. Because they say, oh, you know what you're talking about, huh? I say, yeah. What about that Stanford game? And then they just look at you. Like, like you can't say nothing. Like, what about that Stanford game? You know what I say? What about it? How'd you blow that victory? I said it was a late game. I said with a straight face because it was a late game. That's what I said. Just like that. It was a late game. It was a fluke. Period. That was a fluke game. That was a fluke. That was a fluke. You know, flukes happen. That was a fluke, love. That was a fluke. You know it was a fluke, love. You saw the game. That was a fluke. Okay? That was a fluke. And then they're going to talk about Shador selling merch. What they talking about? He's selling merch in the locker room. That was a fluke. He wasn't selling merch in the locker room. That was a fluke. That's it. I say it with a straight face. I said it with a straight face. That game was a fluke and it was a late game. That game didn't start till 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 10:30. Them players were tired, man. Them players were tired. It's past Travis bedtime, man. What are y'all doing? It was a fluke. That was a fluke. Yeah, A.O. Manor. I want to press charges on him too because I don't know what he put in his drink before the game. Yeah, and it was Friday. Thank you, T. Nicole. Wasn't it Friday the 13th? Love, you see that? It was Friday the 13th. That it was a there it is, y'all. That's what happened. You see how Coach Prime was looking? Tell me you saw me how he looked. He like this. Did you see how he was looking on the sidelines, dog? He's like, oh my God, yo, I felt bad, yo. Oh man, that was a fluke, man. You said A.O. Manor was Jason. Ain't he getting drafted this year? He fucking around getting drafted this year off that game. He getting drafted, man. Now he gonna get drafted. Yeah, his name is in the draft thing now. Like love, he getting ready to get drafted off that game. Just like what's his name did in Nigba. What is his name? In Nigba, remember what he did at Ohio State? Remember when Ohio State was that the bowl game or whatever? That what's his name kept throwing to that one wide receiver and just killing the defense. He got drafted off of that. That's messed up. You said he only a sophomore? You sure? You sure he only a sophomore? Oh my God. Do you see when he caught the ball on Travis' helmet? Oh my God. Yeah, Friday the 13th, man. Because people say, well, how did they blow that victory, Mac? I said it was a fluke. What else you want me to tell you? They said, man, it sound like you got excuses. Nah, yo, it was a fluke. It happens. Unforeseen circumstances happen all the time. That was an anomaly. That was a catastrophic anomaly for sports. That's what happened. That's it. It was Friday the 13th, man. You said Friday the 13th ain't got nothing to do with it. I had to come up with something. I got to come up with something to get back, because people giving me the business too. They were giving me the business. Because remember, I don't know, some people were watching the game with me. I was already had my feet kicked back bragging on how much money I won. I'm bragging about it because the game at halftime, I saw this game over. I said it. I said this game is over. I'm already counting my wins already because I bet on the game. I'm already counting it already because I think I was within 7 points from getting a perfect score on the score that I said this is a walk in the park. This is, I said, and then I started saying, what I say to Stanford, they're a good team. Stanford's a good team, They just giving us a little work right now. They're gonna get better. I said this. They said, Max, the game ain't over. I said the game over. And what happened? If anybody watching the game with me, by the end of the third quarter, how quiet was I? They was like, Matt, did he fall asleep? I ain't fall asleep. I'm sitting there like, I'm finna lose now. We finna lose. That's what's gonna happen. And then it was like, well, what's up with your ticket? What's up with your betting ticket? You lost, right? Yeah, I lost. Yeah, of course. I lost it. And I was one of them people. See, I can keep it real on my mishaps because remember at the beginning of the season, I was talking all types of shit. I said, "Oh man, we might have to go to the Pac-12 championship." After that TCU game, I won all that money. I had them going to the Pac-12 title. That's right. I said it. I said they going to the Pac-12 title. Y'all was like, Max, calm down, man. Take it one guess. I ain't calming down. Remember, I said it. I said I ain't calming down. Y'all know what y'all talking about. You just boasting on here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember that love? Just boasting. Like after I don't won the money, I showed y'all the ticket. I said, "Oh man, this is gonna be a heist this season." I said it. Until what game was that? Because they went 3-0, right? Yeah, they went 3-0. Wasn't the Oregon game, was it? I forget what game it was. I got quiet. And you remember, I forget what guy that come on here. He was the one that's saying that he's a Colorado fan now, but he lost all his money. I forget his name. Oh, you said, was it the Stanford game? Yeah, I think it might have been that Stanford game. Y'all see how quiet I got? Because remember, I was jaw jacking before the game. I said, oh, this game is in the bag, right? Easy money. And then I think by the end of the third quarter, I think I forgot how to talk. I forgot how to talk on y'all because y'all was like, yo, I think he's asleep. And then remember, I went live after the game. I still didn't have nothing to say. Y'all like, damn, what he go live for? He ain't talking, you know? And then I looked at the date. I said, it's Friday the 13th. I knew it. I knew it. Friday the 13th. Let me tell you, my boy, dad, he no longer with us. Rest in peace to his dad. He used to love to go to Atlantic City when we were kids because his dad was like my dad, right? He used to love to go to Atlantic City. And sometimes he'll take us, right? But this man loved to gamble. I'm talking about whether it's the pickets. Oh, and don't put his pickets in wrong because sometimes he'll let us go play his pickets for him. Make sure you get his numbers right, right? So one day we went up to Atlantic City And he was sitting at the what do you call it? With at the thing, the slots. And I'm like, how come your dad's not playing? He was like, he waiting into midnight, dog. I said, why he waiting into midnight? It's Friday the 13th right now. I say, oh. And he was like, yeah, I don't play on Friday the 13th. No, sir. No, sir. And he kept looking at his watch. And he was like, yo, it's almost midnight. Then I'm going to play. So when I looked at the date, I just remember what he said. I said, they should have never played. They should have never played like this, man. Friday the 13th. I don't think I had nothing to say. And you remember I played the press conference. And I think I signed off after that. Usually I'd just be jaw jacking. No, not after that game. And I lost some bread. So that was it. I didn't know what to say at that point because I'm like, I don't know what happened. You said to be interested to see if CU can play all 4 quarters. I think they should be able to do it this time. I didn't see the game. Was it lit? I'm gonna have to go watch the highlights. Damn, I missed that game. T. Nicole, they're 26 points. I think but it was by the end of the third quarter I got quiet. Oh, 28-14 USC. What quarter is in, T. Nicole? I'm gonna have to go watch it. What quarter is in? It's still on. What quarter is in? I'm about to go watch it. Third, okay. Well, guys, I'll be back. I might be back after the game to do a recap. Is what's his name playing? Is Caleb said he wasn't playing, right? Caleb not playing, is he? He said he wasn't going to play in the game, I don't think. Let me go watch that. They at halftime. I might come back after after the game. I don't think Caleb playing, is he? Something about he might not play in this game. I'm like, dude, he gotta play in this game. What is he talking about? Yeah, Miller is the quarterback. Caleb not playing because he getting ready for the draft, maybe. Okay. Miller seemed to be doing. Yep, Caleb not playing. It's because of the draft. So it looked like he is going. All right, guys, I'll be back maybe after the game or so. But thank you for coming in. And look, all these are my opinions. This is not, don't take it for it's all my opinions on it. But I damn sure don't get me wrapped up with Sam though. Because I did not have them just only winning 5 games. That's she wilding on that one. And then she said 4 games at first. So I had to hurry up and remember I cut her off. I said, Sam, hold up, because I don't want them thinking I'm co-signing you. 4 games is a loss, man. 4 games is a failure. Nah, yo, I got them winning. I got them being bowl eligible ASAP. There's no way. And then she said, I give them 5 games. I'm like, nah, Sam, I don't know what you're talking about here. So I just had to say that. Do not get me wrapped up with Sam. Don't y'all do it. Because I remember I cut her off. I said, Sam, no. But all right, I'll be back. All right, y'all.